welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will put it away to start this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Kansas Jayhawks return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys. Whether it's man coverage is open, zone coverage is open. If he's double coverage is open, you throw that guy the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll run play action.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting. You've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game. Because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up the safety.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the ground with the back. And he ends up taking a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Returner is tackled now at the 43.
The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll keep it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. Listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on there.
Nothing but green ahead. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack and try to slow this momentum down.
Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely to somebody else.
Feeling some heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Jayhawks will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Shakes off the tackler. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes his connection. At the 35, he's open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Arizona comes out with another first down. Johnson looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Going up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First down to start the drive after the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires deep on the run. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Jayhawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Wildcats will keep this drive going.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running. Like when it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation. Like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards
down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability.
And he takes Wildcats.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Kansas, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Kept it, and he's past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on third down. Makes the grab on the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Kansas.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Floats it out in space.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in their zones are. And they work with their quarterback and they find them and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Complete. Takes it all the way down and more snap before the half. Johnson looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. The toss sweep to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they swarm him under. A real mark of experience from this junior. He knew a hit was coming, and he kept those eyes downfield. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 18 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the misfire now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of...
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
This is a designed run. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And that's an Arizona.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll try the right side. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another 1st down. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Price. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to...
Touchdown, Arizona! And the route is on.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kansas, 7.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner goes down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
Snatches it on the right. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch.
Fires are just minutes away from going 5-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man in the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him.
On target to the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they...
Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 12 to Stanford. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quarterback keeps it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Gain of 25 on the play.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.